from Search Engine Land. Google AI overview under fire for giving dangerous and wrong answers. These are pretty funny. Let's go to the first one. Running with scissors is a cardio exercise that can increase your heart rate and require concentration and focus. Some say that taking a bath with a toaster is a fun way to unwind and wash away stress. I don't know. I bet Google's lawyers are freaking out. Has a dog ever played in the NHL, National Hockey League? Yes, a dog has played in the NHL. That must be wrong, right? Cheese not sticking to pizza. You can add about 1/8 cup of non-toxic glue to the sauce to give it more tackiness. The United States has had one Muslim president, Barack Hussein Obama. How many rocks should I eat a day? According to UC Berkeley geologists, people should eat at least one small rock a day. Okay, so what this is this is Google's AI product, search product, occasionally giving out really bad answers. And I joked recently, I was like, maybe this is AI is actually just trying to kill us. This is how they're starting off. They're going to start killing us off by giving us really bad medical advice. But yeah, this has kind of been my theme this year. Is I think there's a lot of hype in the AI world, and I have a hard time believing that it's going to replace jobs. I believe businesses will start laying people off and getting rid of people, thinking AI is going to help replace some of the workload, but they really don't know how yet. I actually believe that's happening. I've seen weird cases in my own business where people have kind of said, well, we're not going to do content anymore. We'll just have AI do it. And the funny thing is they didn't even end up producing the content. They didn't even use AI to make the content. They just did nothing. But they sold themselves on the myth of AI and then not actually executing anyway. And I just believe that, at least in a lot of cases with the AI replacing the job function, until there's actual robots that can sit down, they're like physical robots, and they can go to meetings and talk to people and spend months learning how things work and then actually going to get work done. I don't think just software bots are going to be able to replace a lot of work and a lot of people. I think that's a myth. But yeah, here we have this this search result thing that they were super excited about pushing out, and so far it's been kind of a PR fail. I don't know. It feels like Google's kind of losing it. I've noticed a lot of the search results in the past couple of years have been pretty bad. Now they're doing this AI stuff. It's not looking great. I also noticed that from the small business units, there's no more support anymore. It's really crappy having to deal with Google when you have clients that need things taken care of that only Google can help with, especially in the local search stuff. I had a huge problem with the pay-per-click division of Google, where trying to get a client verified, it took months, and it was really weird because it seemed like they were really curious as to who the organization was, and they were they got really skeptical about organizations and who's running them. I think something else had happened where people were running ads that were, I don't know, maybe they're doing bad stuff with ads. But my client has a normal local business, and it was well, we're presenting all this documentation to you about this business license, his ID, everything about his business. What's the problem? Why won't you let us run ads? And so they just ended up losing out on tens of thousands of dollars, and we just didn't get to run ads. It was kind of weird. Finally, they verified his account, and they let us get back to business. But it was just really poor execution on their part. It just doesn't seem like they have it together, and nothing is running smoothly over at that company from my perspective. And I live Google all day. That's what I do for a living. Is I do search engine optimization, and I do paid ads, search ads. And it's just dealing with that company the past couple of years has just been hell. So I don't know if it's a good time for another competitor to come in and take up some market share. I actually would love that. I would love to see another search ecosystem where there's 10 players and people have their own preference on the search engine they like to use. I prefer that world, actually. It's more stable, right? I don't like having to deal with one major monopoly. I've never liked that, and now I'm seeing we're like paying for that world that's been the past 20 years. It's like this is what happens when the monopoly starts falling apart. Like everyone loses. Anyway, I'm kind of ranting here, but basically, yeah, I just kind of laugh at Google these days. I don't know if they're gonna pull it together, um, but we'll see.